Coming up on SBU TV, we take a look at what Barbie has in store for 2016, and we conduct a social experiment by making people smile. Hello and welcome to SBU TV. I'm Ryan McDonough.
And I'm Brittany Slomba. In university news, we followed up on last week's breaking story of Sister Margaret's resignation and the potential selection of an interim president. After contacting the interim provost's office, SBU TV was denied an interview. Dr. Joe Zimmer's secretary explained that the Board of Trustees first needed to be consulted with about the process. In a campus-wide email sent Thursday, Sister Margaret explained, quote, "There is a high likelihood that the next academic year will begin without a permanent president in office," end quote. The Board of Trustees begins meeting today to organize the new search for president. SBU TV will continue to follow this story in the year ahead.
The term Barbie has grown almost synonymous with tall, blonde, and stick thin. Jackie Roberts unwrapped the new campaign that might change your thinking about the doll.
Totally hot, totally cool, totally hair Barbie.
If you played with Barbies, these ads are totally no stranger. But yesterday morning, the beloved brand announced its new angle.
It's important for Barbies to look different. You know, like the real people in the world.
As a dedicated collector myself, I couldn't have been more enthused. I asked former Barbie users what they remember about these dolls.
I'm Spanish, so growing up, there was never a doll that I can be like, that looks like me.
She had a couple friends who had like darker hair, but I still liked Barbie because she was like the main character. Like every girl wants to be like the star.
Now every child can feel like the star with her own personalized Barbie.
She's not just the stereotypical all-American girl, and most Americans aren't that girl anyways.
Barbie isn't the only brand making changes. In fact, several other doll companies have already adjusted to the wants of the modern girl. Take Lambert, for example. This brand based the doll's dimensions on an average teenage body. Lambert fans can even add acne to their dolls.
I think that'll be like a lot more relatable to kids, and then they could have like more realistic ways to grow up.
While there are still some gaps in Barbie's new plan, America's doll is evolving, just like America's children.
Not every woman looks like that, and even if you are a blonde white woman, you don't even look like that. So just kind of being more realistic.
For SBU TV, I'm Jackie Roberts.
Barbie has been posting pictures of its new individual dolls on Twitter.
Citizens of Iowa will head to the booths Monday to cast the first votes of the 2016 presidential election. Vinnie Bellardini takes a deeper look into the unpredictable race to the White House.
It may be cold outside, but things are definitely heating up in the 2016 presidential race. Now only days away from the first Iowa primaries on February 1st, candidates on both sides of the aisle are fighting to secure their nomination.
We were 50 points behind the inevitable Democratic nominee. Well, guess what? That inevitable candidate ain't so inevitable today.
On the Democratic side, Senator Bernie Sanders has quickly caught up to Hillary Clinton, nearly tying her in the early polls in Iowa and beating her in those in New Hampshire. The story for the GOP has obviously been the dominance of Donald Trump, but all of these statistics are based on preemptive polls, which mean what exactly?
These public opinion polls are the junk food of American politics. Any poll that is more than a week away from an election is just, it's like licking your finger and sticking it in the wind and trying to predict what the weather will be like in a week. It's ridiculous. You can't.
These early polls may not be a definitive look at who will be the nominees, but they do speak to a changing political climate that could have an effect on elections in the future.
This election could be what political scientists call a critical election, a turning point in American politics where power is up for grabs, where the alliances and the coalitions are shifting. And it could be that the political landscape a year or two from now could look very different than it does right now.
It may still be too early to tell who will face off to be the next president of the United States, but it all starts Monday in Iowa. For SBU TV, I'm Vinnie Bellardini.
The primary elections in New York are Tuesday, April 19th. Voters can participate in their registered districts or by mailing in an absentee ballot.
Former contestants on America's Got Talent paid a visit to St. Bonaventure. Brittany tells you why.
Family, a love for singing, and a dream came together to create the a cappella group Kazual. The former semi-finalists on America's Got Talent came to St. Bonaventure for a special performance. Kazual is made up of 3 brothers and a cousin from Atlanta, Georgia. They shared with us their experiences on America's Got Talent.
It was very nerve-wracking. I think all of us walked away that way. People who are just going home left and right, you know, and we're like, oh God, I hope we make it. And it was a great experience. I mean, we wouldn't trade it for anybody.
For SBU TV.
And we are
To learn more about the a cappella group, visit casualmania.com.
Have you ever thought about why you smile? Dakota Ward reports.
If you were to search people react to being called beautiful on YouTube, you will see footage of people smiling after receiving an unexpected compliment. But what makes someone smile? With the help from the psychology department at St. Bonaventure University, Dr. Charles Walker gave me his input on why people smile.
There's a real tendency for human beings to give emotions reciprocally and symmetrically. So if you kick me, I'm going to kick you back. If you bring a positive feeling in me, I'm going to try and give a positive feeling back to you.
After talking to Dr. Walker, I decided to take the experiment to the next level. I decided to go up to St. Bonaventure University students and tell them that they are beautiful.
It's not just the whole face. It seems like almost the soul of the person is coming out, and you just want to hug somebody that's giving you this full, real smile.
This experiment shows how easy it is to make someone smile. How about you try it out? Go up to someone random and tell them that they are beautiful or they look nice today, and see how far that goes. With SBU TV, I'm Dakota Ward.
I think I'm going to smile every day. What about you, Ryan?
Oh yes, I love smiling. Smiling is my favorite. Well, that does it for us here at SBU TV. I'm Ryan McDonough.
And I'm Brittany Slomba. Thanks for watching.